and everyone starts as a seed. Every seed is encased in a God-devised code of potential to become greater than itself. And that's what today's gospel from Mark is teaching us. The kingdom of God is like a tiny mustard seed that can mature into the largest of plants. Now, it seems almost impossible that something so small, so minute, and seemingly insignificant can have such an amazing result. Imagine that mustard seed, that little tiny mustard seed, being broken beyond recognition in order to become a giant tree. That tree will go on to become the home of the birds of the sky. It may even go on to a second life, if you may, as a source of wood for housing and fuel. A seed will give itself totally to become something bigger and greater than itself. And that seed can be us. We can even increase without our being aware of our growth and hidden power. It's why Jesus is telling us today that we should never, ever be daunted by small beginnings. Everything must have a beginning. Nothing emerges full grown. So even if we can produce only a very small effect, it's okay. Because if that small effect is repeated and repeated and repeated, it will become great. A word, an action, an act of charity, some small little thing can have a big effect. We just never know whose lives we might touch and what effect we might have. And doesn't it feel incredible, though, after you did something good to someone or for someone? And that's how our soul and mind work when we're not affected by outer temptations and tendencies like consumerism and egoism. And that is how God intends for us to communicate with one another, by doing good, by being kind and helping whenever we can, even in very small ways, and never, ever expecting anything in return. And like a plant or tree that yields fruit, we can feel the benefit of what we've done when we discover that we've given hope and joy to someone who desperately needed it. It's really up to all of us to be good role models, be good examples through our simple small acts of care and kindness in order that we can be good stewards and build the kingdom of God. That is what being great is all about. We just got to open our hearts and minds ever more fully to the Lord, whose goodness exceeds all that we can imagine. And so, may the seeds that we are, the little seeds that we are, realize the potential for good that God has coded for us.
Thank you for joining us for the celebration of the Mass today. It's a blessing that you are with us. Every broadcast of this liturgy goes out to hundreds of people and hundreds of people all over the world. It's been an enormous blessing. If you'd like to support this virtual ministry of OLPH, please go to our website. You can support this ministry by going to Give Central so that we can continue to broadcast the liturgy each and every week. Thank you for your support. Most of all, thank you for joining us today. God bless you. Greetings from OLPH.